Parts unknown. Haha. I don't know. I'm trying a multi-stream tonight. I don't know how it'll work. I got to do my 30 seconds. I can't say any wordy dirds or anything like that, so I can try to keep my nose clean. But I hope everybody's doing well tonight. I thank everybody who's showing up, and I thank everybody who shows up after the live stream and checks out the video. And if you want to know when I go live, subscribe and hit the notification bell, and that way you can be part of the chats or just watch the chat. So anyway, we got some new charges on Lago that came out today. I'll play a little video clip of that and some other interesting things that are happening. But I am trying a little experiment here this evening and see what kind of a broadcast I get on the other site we call Bumble. And remember, if anything happens to me, I'll be on Bumble under Mountain Man Speaks. At Mountain Man Speaks, that symbol, A with a circle around it, Mountain Man Speaks. Or you can just put in, go to the site, you know what to do. Anyway, folks, let's all stop and give thanks that this woman will never be president. Let me see who's made it in so far. Hi, Nikki, how you doing? Mike 1176. Marla brought me a couple of cups of coffee. Thank you, Marla. I appreciate it. Joan, how are you? Quilt. Phil, Henri, I know I got a thumbs up. Henri came and gave me a thumbs up right off the bat. Oh, I'm hanging in there, Phil. Doing the best I can do. Nice to see you. Christina, how are you? So, I'm glad you made it to the live stream. So anyway, let me just see what all kind of fun things I got for you. Let's see. Get your screenshots ready. Sending lit memes after society collapses. So they're hitting us with a number of different things. Now we got to worry about meat. I don't know if you all have heard that, but it's some more BS. And on top of the UFOs and the aliens that are going to come to get us, also we won't look at Hunter like, not that we want to, but the judge did a number on Hunter, and not a lot of places reported, but the judge told Hunter to get a job and lay off drugs and to stay out of jail. Not a lot of people know that. They just think it's some college hijinks that he's getting out of, and they don't know what FARA means, F-A-R-A, and the extent of that kind of trouble he could be in, along with his associates, his family members, and people like Jack Smith. We'll talk about that in the future, too. How you doing, Debbie? Diane, Rubber Toe, hi, how are you doing? Jamie, Sandy, good to see you all. Good to see you all. So anyway, I have got some things for you. I'm waiting for people. I want to play some videos here. I'll play a quick video of Jerry Nadler. We've got problems with, as we know, but a lot of Americans don't know. But here's his opinion on transgender sports, just for the heck of it. Might as well find out. I've always wondered what he thought, because he's such a nice man.
But the facts do not justify the fears that Republicans and their political allies gin up over the fairness of trans girls participating in girls' athletic teams, nor the further stigma it attaches to transgender children.
Well, I don't know if you could figure that out, but he didn't want to harm transgender people. This is the video I didn't have it edited last night, but this is Mitch. I'm going to zero in on him. While he spazzes out. I wish that was a clear shot of his eyeballs, but these are the people in charge of our government.
string of
Hey, Mitch. Mitch.
Go ahead, John.
And there were reports that he was getting off his airplane and fell flat on his face. I don't know if you all have heard that. But apparently, he really should, all joking aside, he really should have been made to go get a CAT scan. And he probably had some type of significant medical event. But anyway, what happened happened. Clever, clear. How are you doing? Gloria, how are you? Cameraman. Haha. Quilt's made it in. Colleen's made it in. How you doing, Colleen? Tennessee. So good. Everybody's rolling in. Hi, Lisa, from Vermont. Well, it's cool up that way compared to what everybody else is dealing with, right? All this climate change we're all struggling with. So, anywho, did you guys get to see, who was it? How many? I don't have a count, but I'll keep going. How many of you got to see, speaking of people who's running our country, we were just saying the other night about Dianne Feinstein, but since we brought up the weather, I got to put this one up for you all. Whoops, not that one. About, I had this meme some years ago when I was just starting to figure out what kind of stunts they pull on us. Temperatures in 2017, when you would watch the weather, now this is in Celsius, cooler temps in 2022, but they put it in red to scare you. Same day of the year, 6/21, but one in 17, one in 2022, and they started putting the maps in red, make everybody think, oh my gosh, so horrible. Can you do a CAT scan on a clone? I think they made a better looking clone than that. Ha ha, Gary, how you doing? I'm glad you're doing good, Colleen. So far, doing good so far. Well, that's good. So anyway, this is Dianne Feinstein, and she's easy to spot. She's wearing a lime green sweater there. You can see her over toward the right. But anyway, this is where she's really not knowing where she's at.
Senator Feinstein. Pardon me? Yeah. I would like to support a yes vote on this. It provides $823 billion. That's an increase of $26 billion for the Department of Defense, and it funds priorities submitted. Yeah, just say aye. Okay, just.
Yeah, we don't need to hear all that blue blather. Just say yay or nay or aye or no or whatever. But yeah, we've been knowing she's losing it, and now that we've got some people in the chats, I'll tell you. Here's a news report. I heard it and I said, "Oh my God, that's awful." And then I thought about it a little bit. This is out Breitbart. Report. New Mexico referring. Oh, I just got a notification that my stream ended on Rumble for some reason. So, man, I tell you, they got problems. I'm multi-streaming. But anyway, folks, back to this story. New Mexico referring women to satanic temples, TST health for abortion. I guess that stands for the satanic temple. So if they want to get that procedure done, the New Mexico government is reportedly referring women seeking to terminate their pregnancies to the satanic temples, TST health. And I thought, oh my God, that's awful. Because I'm not kidding you, folks, they are incorporating those procedures in their rituals. This is New Mexico. And I, of course, like everybody else, I'm just disgusted by the notion. But then I thought to myself, wait a minute. Let them see what they're doing. What did Pope John Paul call it? The culture of death. And who are they serving? They're not serving God's purpose when they have that procedure done. So in a way, it's forcing them to be honest with themselves and think twice what they're doing with their own flesh and blood. So, yeah, I got another notification. Oh, Lisa. Thank you, Lisa. Lisa stopped by the coffee house there and got me a cup of coffee. Where's my special effects here? I don't want to put hearts up with this satanic. Let me get that off the screen now. I'll put some booms and hearts up. Thank you so much. Whoa, Sid, arguing with me. My screen is arguing with me. Get off there. There we go. Goodbye. But anyway, so yeah, here we go. Thank you, Lisa. Boom, pow. I'll put some explosions around Diane's forehead if I get another shot. Pow, there you go. Bang, right in a kisser. So anyway, thank you so much. I got a link in the description. Anybody wants to help the channel out. So, hi, Renee. How you doing? I can see the chat's real good from my goodness. From Utizzle, but I can't see it on Bumble, but Bumble got kicked off anyway. Who cares? So I guess I'm having a good signal with Utizzle. I don't see any problems with it, so I'll keep on rolling. Cameraman said boom, boom, boom. 3 booms. So anyway, yeah, I'll reiterate it. I think they need to hear that is what's happening with their little ones. Oh, did you notice on my thumbnail, somebody brought up the blue dress picture of Clinton? I said I had it in my studio. So there it is. If y'all need a shot of it, tell your liberal friends, thanks a lot for this legacy. We got a brilliant man like Trump that did such a wonderful job and guided this country through all the nonsense they've been putting us through. But here is the way he'll be remembered, Clinton. And we want to see that client list. Wait a minute, where's that one meme somebody put out? Or it was a mention. Here we go. Revolver News. We've got dead Americans unimpressed with UFO hearings. That's saying a lot right there. We're not letting them letting us just distract us from the things that are going on and the things that are going to be coming out. And there you go, America. Are you proud? And speaking of UFOs here, the Babylon Bee. Greetings, Earth. Our planet desperately needs $40 billion in foreign aid, says alien commander who looks suspiciously like Zelensky in a spirit Halloween mask. So, yeah, we're on to you guys. Here's something from, I haven't seen this person speak in a while. So let me play her little video. Where are you? Here she is. There we go. When did she come on the scene? Was it when they got rid of Michelle Bachmann? Remember when I was discussing Michelle Bachmann and the witch hunt? But anyway, here's Eliana Omar.
I would say our country should be more fearful of white men across our country, because they are actually causing most of the deaths within this country.
That's the way to bring everybody together. We should be afraid of whitey. But what else did I have on her? Here we go. If you don't have this meme, you may want to put it on one of your groups. I'm going to be, well, anyway, so Obama imports 70,000 Somali immigrants and parks them in Minnesota, where almost all cluster in a single area, specifically the 5th Congressional District. That district recently was identified by the F.B.I. as America's TERROR recruitment capital, and is represented by Eliana Omar, who is calling for the dissolution of America's homeland security. Are you connecting the dots yet? And she does like Sharia law. Let me make this smaller in case you can't get a good screenshot of it. You know, I mean, all these people who think things are going great and that all Democrats are peace and love, think twice. A little wake-up call. Are you awake yet? Here's the thing I was talking about, what they're putting out now. ABC News. I don't know if you all have heard of this. Alpha gel syndrome, AGS, is a serious, potentially life-threatening allergic reaction that arises after people eat red meat or consume products with alpha gal, I don't know, whatever, a type of sugar found in most mammals. So, new CDC studies call red meat allergy caused by ticks an emerging public health concern. Yeah. Okay. Like we're going to believe that. What, are you guys going to come up with some kind of thing you put in your shoulder for that? We'll all run to get that. Here's something else that came out. How many of you all heard about this character? Declassified Live. J6 celebrity cop appears uninjured in new video, despite testimony he was going to, quote, die on January 6th. Capitol Police Officer Aguilino Gonell has repeatedly testified under oath and in federal court that he suffered near-death injuries on January 6th. New security video contradicts his claims. So what's he on, some kind of disability and limps into a ambulance chasing doctor once a month or whatever to keep getting benefits? I don't know. You know, I got this picture yesterday off of Truth Social, this one right here. Dan Scavino put this up. And I was going to use it for a thumbnail last night, and I'm glad I didn't because X22 jumped on it real quick. But anyway, I didn't want to just put it up there like this. But Scavino, he puts out his stuff, and this is the lion roaring back. Haha, eats the bug, Clevin says. Yeah, we got to keep our emojis to 3, Clevin. I appreciate you being here. But we'll keep the emojis to 3. That's right. I guess what they want to do is grind up the ticks, and it'll be safer to eat like tick powder. Sprinkle some tick powder on your cakes and pies. That's right, Gary. A majority moving away from the left. Well, it's worldwide. It's worldwide. Where's that one meme I had? Let me get her out of the way. Here we go. This is out of Australia. Teach your boys to be men before teachers teach them to be women. Ocean, Australia. So it's there's a worldwide movement. Let me make it good and big. There we go. And they're, this Just Stop Oil garbage, they're really getting people aggravated. And I got some clips. I didn't edit them for tonight, but I'll play them some other night where people are being more vociferous against this transgenderism. They're being more vociferous against the climate change hoax. They're being here's one right here. I can't read it out loud without changing my words. But if a dog can be put to sleep for attacking children, then so should other things that attack children, right? And got hashtags there people can look up. So when we got that law in Florida that they passed, the DEATH penalty. So I'm going to play this clip about more charges against DJT. Let me get her off there. But before I do that, I want to show you how our justice system is working here. Jack Posobiec put this up. Breaking: Baltimore jury refuses to convict squeegee teen of red rum, despite shooting victim in the back 5 times. Juror apologizes to teen for convicting of manslaughter. The jury said, "We're sorry." We're sorry we convicted you of that. But, that stuff can go on. You get a 16-year-old pump 5 bullets in somebody's back. Okay. And off they go, right? But DJT, now we've got to go after him with everything we've got. Let me see which is that clip. Let me see if this is the right one. Here. Oh, this is a clip of when the grand juries meet. I talked about this the other night. I said the grand juries meet Tuesdays and Thursdays. But this is what the majority of Americans who watch the news, they think every minute of the day Donald Trump is going to be arrested. This was put out Monday. And then I'll show you the report that was put out today.
Series of posts on Truth Social last night. The former president railed against prosecutors as well as President Joe Biden for what he falsely claims is election interference for the 2024 race. One message read in part this: do they understand the damage being done to America? It will only get worse. We must stop these monsters.
That's this is where he put up the post from the 17th letter, how the MSNBC's handling that. Anyway, he put up Mr. T's truth where he said, it will only get worse. We must stop these monsters from further destroying our country. I'll go ahead and play the rest of it.
From further destroying our country. Trump also shared this ominous post, which read, "Nothing can stop what is coming." Nothing. If there was any doubt about the meaning behind that message, the user who initially posted it later retruthed himself, this time with a QAnon slogan as a hashtag directed at the so-called leader of the far-right group. And of course, some of this language, as we heard, just invokes a lot of the ominous warnings of surrounding January 6th. We know what happened that day. Doesn't seem like Donald Trump's being particularly subtle.
Haha. If you all weren't worried about it, you wouldn't put it up there. But they are worried about it. Let me see where that chick talks about new charges. This might be it right here. Yeah, this is it. Let me see. I'll cut my mic off so I can play it clear. Oh, my screen's frozen up. Jiminy crickets.
New charges against Donald Trump, very significant. Paula, what else are you learning?
So we just got a statement from the spokesman for special counsel Jack Smith confirming in southern Florida, adding the new defendant, Carlos, who we've been talking to, and also adding 4 charges to the prior indictment of former President Trump and Walt Nauta. Now, they say that they add at least a new count, charging former President Trump with 1 additional count of willful retention of national defense information. And they send us to a specific paragraph in the indictment, which I haven't had a chance to read, that will give us more details about why they did that. They also note that they've added this additional defendant, and they say that this new indictment charges Trump, Carlos de Oliveira, and Walt Nauta with 2 new obstruction counts based on allegations that these 3 men allegedly attempted to delete surveillance video from Mar-a-Lago in the summer of 2022. This is what I was referring to earlier. We know from our reporting that investigators have been asking multiple witnesses whether anyone tried to prevent them from obtaining all of the surveillance footage from the relevant time in this investigation. So it appears that they have now charged the former president, Carlos de Oliveira, and Walt Nauta with 2 additional obstruction counts based on these allegations that they tried to delete the surveillance footage. Now it says attempted to delete. It is unclear based on what I'm reading here if they were successful. Now finally, the statement reveals that the superseding indictment also charges Carlos with false statements and representations in an interview he did with the FBI.
Well, she talks so serious, like there's really something behind this stuff. And I hate to say it, but a lot of them are just snowed. They're snowed. And let me see if I played this one yet or not. Have I played this one? Oh yeah, I've already played that one. All right, I don't have that one in my file. About Tuesdays and Thursdays is when they have their. This is Joe. He's got good news for us. Let me see what Joe's got for us. I don't know stuff. This stuff is great, guys.
So we're still feeling the profound loss of the pandemic. As I mentioned, over 100 people dead. That's 100 empty chairs around the kitchen table.
100 people from COVID. That's great news. I thought it was millions. But yeah, he's falling apart. Here he is again. This made a lot of videos about where this is, 12-second clip where he says he cured cancer.
I cure cancer. They looked at me like, why cancer? Because no one thinks we can. Cancer as we know it.
So you put that together with the Jerry Nadler, Dianne Feinstein, and Mitch McConnell we see a collective falling apart of these people. And here's the one that I got about a spoof that a young man did about the song Try That in a Small Town. And I put that up on my Truth Social. I said, a national conversation is starting.
Hey, everybody. Don't rob people. Please. Stop stealing stuff. Hey, wait a second. Hey. We're getting tired of it, honestly. Please, stop it. Hey, that is racist AF. Wait, how is that racist? Hey, man, you know what you mean by that. No, I don't. Man, I'm not listening to this. You already know who it is. Quantavious Dingle Jr. the third. We repping the city. We don't do small towns over here. Yeah. I just robbed a lady at 7-Eleven. She tried to fight back. I sent her to heaven. I just like to steal. I'm a fox, like Megan. I also do drugs, and I steal some more. And I take lives because I'm a selfish individual, and I don't care about anybody else but myself. And if you got a problem with that, you're next. He don't miss. Oh my God, this is heat. Lord.
Yeah, so I'm glad to see that. You know, somebody putting a comparison out there that's not based in race, and they're mocking these people for what they're doing. Here you go. Here's something for people to think about with these colleges. I was talking about how there's going to be a major overhaul of our universities, our legal system, our medical system. These people that are going around under the guise of political correctness actually breaking the law. But this leads to money, this part here. Dylan Mulvaney is charging $40,000 for speaking gigs to speak about women's empowerment. His agent, Krista Spatafor, confirmed to the New Guard that that Mulvaney's honorarium is $40,000, nearly twice as much as it was a few months ago when he delivered a one-off speech at University of Pittsburgh for $26,250. So I talked about Lawrence Tribe from Harvard teaching these attorneys how to be nothing but commies and Marxists. Not just attorneys, but public servants. And hey, we're just not going to hire people like that. We're going to get rid of this ESG business where banks are pushing that companies do diversity hires, which is nothing but infiltration to spread a communist Marxist theology throughout industries and businesses like Disney, Marvel, the government. Okay, if you got people that are being graduated with pink stickers, don't hire them. And I had a discussion with a friend of mine I hadn't talked to in a long time, and they were talking about how they live in a city that is close to the Magic Kingdom, and they don't pay attention to politics. But they were like, I have my doubts about this 81 million votes thing for Biden. They don't watch social media. They don't get into this stuff that we talk about all the time. They have what you'd call a regular point of view. They live in the suburbs, okay? But they were saying things like, our real estate taxes on our house is over $11,000 a year. It's paid for. But every year we got to kick $11,000 to the local government. And I said, hey, you got to vote. You got to know what's going on. You got to know who your supervisors are. You got to know who's on your school board, because they brought up how things are happening in schools, what's happening with kids. They're just now waking up to this stuff. And I think they saw somebody having a fit in a restaurant or something and they were, had the purple hairdo. And so they're starting to see it. And I told them that, hey, people are starting to wake up all over the place. And you don't own a home if you have to pay that kind of money. This is a video. It's got a little surprise to it. You've seen this new weird TikTok, or heard of this new weird TikTok thing where people act like they're eating ice cream or doing things for stickers. And, some of it's pretty gross. But here this young lady did this little TikTok video. Watch it, and it's got a little surprise to it.
Wow, thank you for the likes. Thank you for the hearts. Ice cream's so good. Yummy hot dog. GG. GG. Thank you for the likes. Ice cream's so good. Wait, before they find me, BlackRock owns most United States banks. They own all major pharma companies and mainstream media. They oversee 10% of all stocks traded worldwide. They manage over $10 trillion in assets, which is half of the United States GDP. BlackRock and Vanguard, own 18% of Fox, 16% of CBS, 13% of Comcast, which also controls NBC, MSNBC, CNBC, Sky News, and they own 12% of Disney. They are the biggest institutional investors of Google, Facebook, Amazon, and now they're buying up all the homes. And I have to go.
So wasn't that a little bit of a twist? And I bet you this person, who's a friend of mine I've known for many, many years, has never even heard of BlackRock. And I'm not really allowed to say it on this platform, but I just did. So I'm going to send this video to her so she can get an idea of one of the reasons why she's paying $11,000 to a local government to live in a house she's already paid for. And that's every year. That's a lot of Christmas presents, folks. So it's starting to get out. People are starting to get curious. And here you go. A reminder. Everybody forgot about it. We haven't. Hillary Clinton, after she received a federal subpoena for them. You look at what's going on with what they're doing to Trump. Compared to this, it's peanuts. And I have another friend who's it's really tough to deal with a spouse that has liberal leanings and has T, D, and the last letter is S. Man, that's really hard to deal with. But the young lady is coming around because she likes this song right here. Try That in a Small Town. And got a little perturbed and angry that the song was taken off of CMT. So there is someone who's a hardcore anti-Mr. T person that is starting to wake up because of this. You don't know what it's going to do, which thing's going to work the best. The tax bill for your home, a song you like getting smeared, or what? But it's happening. Don't you all agree that something is happening bigger than we've been seeing over the past few years? Jerry Lee, what's that? You say 13,000 in real estate taxes in a town of 20,000 people. Yeah, that it's gone insane. Parent was reading to the school board one of the books that out in the school. They stopped him because she couldn't handle the content. That's right. It's filthy, and it's starting to come out. And sharing these videos, like what that young lady just did with BlackRock, and the parents going to the school boards, it's starting to get into public's consciousness that there's something very wrong. And now this cook of Obama's, they said they did an autopsy on the person really fast, and it turns out that's not even true. The family, they claim they didn't do an autopsy. You know, this is the kind of stuff I'm bringing it up because the more people hear about it, the more people will start realizing that we people. And no, it's not a conspiracy theory, starting way back with Vince Foster. Vince Foster, Ron Brown. Here you go, breaking police call log for Tafari Campbell's drowning at Obama estate left blank. Cops refused to say who the second paddleboarder was. And I also heard that the reports are that his face was severely beaten. He looked like he'd been in a fight or struck with an object. So, no, this is not going away. They brought in their own coroner, Kim says. I heard that they didn't do any autopsy on him. Yeah. Now everybody knows, Gary, about that rock that happens to be black. Ha ha ha. Because they're the ones taking all our damn money. And yeah. It's when people start to get curious and they say they stop and think how much $12,000 is. If you live in your home 10 years, that's 120 grand. And you look at your little county, your town, like they were saying at 20,000 people. Come on. That's just one home. People don't even know what their county budgets are, how many millions of dollars are, excuse me if you're sensitive, but how much money is being pissed away. And they ain't no getting it back. Here's that meme I had about the song. When I heard about he supposedly bent the knee and was given in to everybody. I didn't even know the details, but I knew it was garbage. People fighting over Jason Aldean. Me, who knows it's just another PSYOP distraction story. Ha, ha, ha. Oh, it became a corporation before the Great Depression, Clevin. CMT lost a third of their stock. Good for them. And here's some other, like now, a lot of young people are getting into cryptocurrencies. how many people involved that have become famous and been involved in cryptocurrencies fell out a window or something happened to them. Well, this story here came out today. This person, millionaire crypto influencer, found chopped up in suitcase, sent out a cryptic message before his passing. This is from the Gateway Pundit, if you all want to look it up. The message he put out, he was saying there were evil people after him, evil people. And they say it's happened in Argentina. They say it looked like a very professional job, like it was a hit job. He was shot 3 times, and then they put him in a suitcase. So you got all these young people who don't even know who JFK was. See, somebody, Gary mentioned Lincoln. You know, we've all been schooled and taught in these things. We've all had our fears and suspicions about these 1,000-year-old families that have been screwing with our democratic system and our monetary system. We've been having that for decades. But these young kids don't even know who these people are we're talking about. Lincoln and Kennedy and Reagan, them attempting to get Reagan, and the Pope and anybody else that was for living a normal life free of slavery. But now that you have these crypto heroes getting whacked, then a lot of people are going to start paying attention. Here we go. Inform parents of gender-confused kids. Death and mutilation threats follow. In California, they're pushing to do it where, you know, if your child wants to do something to themselves, that they can keep it a secret from the family or actually force the parents. But this goes in line with, I don't have it in my studio, I don't think, where people, this might be it. Wait a minute. They were requesting the journalists fighting receives chilling DEATH threat. I'll go to prison to end you. So, yeah, these people are dangerous. And when you start seeing things like this crypto guy biting the dust, I had another article about Jill Biden's ex-husband. Where is that? Jill Biden's ex-husband. He's coming out where when he divorced his wife, Joe Biden was a senator. He sicked the IRS on him and his brother, the ex-husband and his brother. Let me see if I got that. Oh, this is a story I picked out because of what we were talking about last night about people selling their kids for a few dollars. Remember that? That sometimes the mother will, sell their kid. Well, here, a couple in West Bengal, India, had confessed to selling their 8-month baby to buy an iPhone to make reels for social media. Neighbors in whatever area became suspicious after the couple bought the expensive phone and traveled around West Bengal to shoot videos while their baby appeared to be missing. When questioned, the couple admitted that they had sold the baby to a woman in a nearby village. Named as Jaydev and Sathi, the couple also tried to sell their 7-year-old daughter last weekend, according to local counselor Tarak Guha. Following their confession, Sathi and the woman who bought the baby were arrested, while Jaydev managed to escape and is being sought by police. Local media reported the baby has also been located and rescued. So there's one of the, that's the only picture I could get. But I just grabbed that because that is what we were discussing about the mothers. And I'm going to get a clip of a very sad event that turned out okay, but where a mother was not caring for their child properly. Even worse than that, they were trying to end the child. And I'll talk about that in a future live stream. I don't want to get too over the map, but here's something funny somebody put up. Jason Jones, Life Imitating Art, put this up. That picture on the right is in a lot of memes about a TRANNY, and then this social media post comes up. It's true. Look at that. So let me see what's going on. Taxes are voluntary. Well, hi, Rick. How you doing? Well, with those real estate taxes, they put a 10% penalty on. If you have a $12,000 tax bill and you are 1 day late, they put 10% on. That's $1,200. And they charge a per diem, or they have 10% a year on top of the 10% penalty. They break down into a per diem they charge for every day you're late on top of that. So it's horrific. It is part of the communist agenda to turn it from being an incidental tax, to a confiscatory tax. That's right, Judge Scalise, Karen. I remember that about Judge Scalise. Oh, something going on in the chats. Well, I hope it gets smoothed out. Don, that's right, Don. Everybody be nice to each other in the chats. Because we're a tight little community here. We want to keep our friends. Okay, we got to stick together. And we just got to keep little rules to be able to not have problems on Utizzle. That's all. About the emojis and capital letters and words that Utizzle doesn't like. So here we go. Oh, this is something I'm going to bring up about this Hunter Biden business. Karine Jean-Pierre. She said Biden will never issue a pardon to his son. Well, I want to remind you guys, that's one thing they're doing. They have an ongoing investigation for years. Biden can't pardon somebody if there's no charges. He can't write a pardon that says, I pardon my son or any person for anything they may do in the future. That's not a lawful pardon. They have to be charged with a crime. So they're playing their cards in such a way that Biden, he's barely hanging on. And once he's gone, he can't pardon. but he can't do a pardon when he does not know what the charges are. And the other thing is, even if that deal would have gone through with Hunter Biden, they'd even be more desperate to keep Trump out, because if you all remember, I did a story on when Trump came into office. He took that deal they gave Epstein and he threw it in the trash pail, a plea deal Epstein did, because it was an illegal plea deal, not allowed by law, just like this thing they were trying to pull with Hunter Biden. So, and they rearrested Epstein, charged him, tried him again. You know the rest of the story. Also, they put Ghislaine Maxwell in on Epstein's plea deal. So that ended up in the trash pail. She got arrested. She got charged, and now she's going to spend the next 20 years in prison. So that was in the cards for Hunter, even if this deal would have went through. But what's coming out now? One DOJ official could have stopped the Biden crime family racket years ago, Jack Smith. As head of DOJ's public integrity section from 2010 to 2015, public integrity section, PIS, should be POS. But anyway, the now special counsel was responsible for investigating corruption amongst government officials and their associates. Why not the Bidens? Why not the Bidens? Why not the Bidens, Jack? Were you getting some of that cheese too? That stuff's all being looked at. That's why they're so desperate. That's why they're afraid. And this is the way we flush them all out. Here's something Cat Turd put up. Hillary. MAGA's responsible for the weather. Hillary Clinton said, hot enough for you? Thank a MAGA Republican. Or better yet, vote them out of office. And somebody put this meme below. Here it comes. Ha 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 ha. They are afraid. They're very afraid. You see what's going on here. So anyway, let me see what's going on in the chats. I've got a good meme I'm going to put up what storm Hillary better be worried about. Here we go. Wait a second. Let me put this one up. Government health. Government health advice. You guys get a screenshot of that. Use it where you need it. I'll clean my screen. I can't say some of the words in there. Let's see. I get this one out of there. Got to clean my screen up. Okay, that's good enough. Where's that one of Jack? Jack the jerk. Yeah, Jack's got some skeletons in his closet, and they're going to start getting pulled out. Here's something Roseanne put up. Roseanne Barr. This tweet should be in the Smithsonian. There has never been a more Democrat post in history. The lack of awareness, the lack of shame. Remember we talked about that last night? You can't shame them. The double standard, the absolute insanity, and soy-induced bitchiness. Amazing. Absolute 10 out of 10. David Hogg. If Biden did what Mitch did today, the media would be covering nonstop for the next 2 weeks. but because it's Republican, it's like nothing ever happened. What an idiot. And somebody said, I don't know if it's a lack of anything. His dad was a Fed, David Hogg's dad. So, yeah, like it's been talked about and been talked about. Here's one. This is one thing that's got to be really put out in the Congress, really got to be put out on social media. What Hageman said, there's 100% failure rate for sex change operations, isn't there? Because it's not possible to change your sex. We've got to change this situation, folks, from being politically correct to being criminal. And when I get on a platform I can speak more freely on, I will expound on that some more. But I want to thank Lisa for sponsoring the program this evening, helping to sponsor the program. I want to thank everybody that's helped me on the Buy Me a Coffee app. I will see what happened with my simulcast on Utizzle. I got some notice that it dropped off, but I will be trying to do more on Utizzle. And as I think, it may be coming down to a point where I have to go there. I don't know, just kind of like a little feeling I got. So anyway, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know when I go live. And so you can be part of the chats or just watch the chats go by. And please hit the thumbs up as it helps the video get around. And I'm going to play a little blast from the past as to if anybody wants to know why Tucker Carlson is no longer on Fox News. This little video clip will give you an idea of why he's no longer on Fox News. And I appreciate you all spending your precious time with me. And I hope you all have a great evening. I'll play this clip. I'll be seeing you soon. This is Mountain Man, over and out.
You come in the country illegally, as you did. You have a moral right to let your relatives come too?
Well, first of all, I did not come into the country illegally. Let's get the facts straight. I came to the U.S.
I thought that you overstayed. I'm sorry, I totally misunderstood your bio.
I did overstay my visa, but I did not come into the country illegally.
Oh, you were here illegally. Okay. So I guess that's what I just said. But